What is good, everybody out there? Thanks again for checking into another episode of Court Thoughts, the channel where we basically talk basketball. One of the things that I love about being Australian and being a hooper is that you get to meet people of different backgrounds, different ethnicities, and all sorts of stuff. And there's one culture that I've learned so much and made so many friends from this particular culture just purely by their love for the game of basketball. This goes out to all my Filipino homies out there. This is going to be a Philo episode. We've got a lot of Filipinos here in Australia and a lot of guys that I've played with through the years. Even as I speak at the moment, I got Philo homies playing with me. The closest thing that I can sort of, put it to is, for example, like I've mentioned before, I'm Latin, and I haven't met a single Latin person who doesn't like football, who doesn't like soccer, who hasn't played in some way, shape, or form. This goes the exact same way when it comes to Filipinos. So I just wanted to take a moment and thank all the Filipino fans that are out there and just bring to light to those of you who don't pay attention to what sort of quality basketball is coming out there. Take a moment and have some appreciation for it. I have mentioned in previous episodes that I am addicted to the details. And a couple of years ago, I caught wind of this move called the Yugo step. The Yugo step was like a variation of a Euro step, and it was really accentuating the zero step. If you want to understand more about the whole zero step and Euro step actions and the advantages, pros and cons, all that sort of stuff, jump into the comments, let me know. I will definitely consider doing a video on it for CT's Classroom. However, I found this guy, and this is actually the guy that we're going to be doing a reaction to, and his name is Ricci Rivero. Ricci Rivero, I guess sort of coined, or someone coined this step. I don't know if it came from him or what the origins of the name is, but he would basically do this Euro step, and he would sort of initiate with the same leg. So he would be dribbling and sort of skip into that first step, and it would create this extra sort of space, this timing issue. And that's a lot of the time how people get advantages in playing with the Euro step. It's that shifting of timing, and now you're starting to see people do it with things like deceleration or veer steps or a million different things. I can cover that off, like I said, in another video. But we're going to be checking out a video on Ricci Rivero. The video itself is called Ricci Rivero Eurostep God NG Filipinas. Now the channel is called Toby Hoops. As always, please make sure you jump over there, you give him a like and subscribe. It's a relatively small channel, just like me, and I know that for me, I really appreciate and I really do love to see those likes, subscribes, and comments. So please make sure you go over there and you give him some love. It definitely does help, at least speaking from my experience. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get into today's video. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's check out Toby Hoops' video. Whew. See that step through?
Ever seen a devil with a halo? Ever seen an angel with some horns? Everybody got
I know it's that same move, but it's just that step through is real bad, man. So dope.
When you move as fast as I'm moving, all the toxic things that I'm using, all the substances I'm abusing, all the sex and the drugs and the boozing, the decision is mine for the choosing, but I can't understand what I'm losing, cause I've been this way, it's not a new thing. I know a Gemini can be confusing, split right down the middle.
Deadly.
No all nudity. This is everything that comes with celebrity, criticism, ridicule, and a scrutiny. Think about what I spent on.
See that show?
It all comes back to me usually, and it's none of your business, truthfully. You don't know about the fame, what it do to me.
Good contact. Good turn.
You could try to be a better guy.
Good reverse.
everybody got their own
My man got that scoliosis back with that extension though. That's that show again.
I'm a devil with a halo. Ooh,
Also turn up
Hey.
thinking too much like you usually do. Till you drink some liquor, then you're cool. Throw your brain away, that's all it takes.
Hey.
That's not what he makes. Then say fuck the sales and fuck the
That
biz.
Euro's
Not that
tight,
easy,
bro.
chill, nothing is.
devil with a halo. Ever seen an angel with some horns?
You know.
Everybody got their own demons. Everybody fighting their own war. I can be an angel sometimes. I can
See that body control?
Promise you only sometimes. I give you real tough love. Yes, I'm a devil with a halo.
And he's still only using 2 steps. 1, 2. Talk your shit, right? Ooh. Hey, yo. Go ahead and give that man a follow. Go ahead. Nice, short, and sweet videos, straight to the point. Now, there's one thing that I want to point out. There's one thing that I want to point out. And a lot of people seem to get lost in this detail when it comes to the whole Yugo step. And I will sort of add an extra point to it off the back of it. In order to do the Yugo step effectively, there is a step, okay, bounce, right? It's happening at the same time. Step and bounce happening at the same time. A hop with the same leg, gather the ball, and then your change of direction. That is ultimately what a Yugo step is, okay? What will make it a travel is there is a rule, and listen, excuse me if I butcher it, but it's basically that you can't start your gather steps from the same leg when you're collecting the ball. So I couldn't go bounce and gather and then hop because that would be considered a travel. I would have to bounce one step at the same time, hop, then gather because my steps start from that point. So if I did it before, it's considered a travel. If I do it after, it's fine. Bit of a weird rule, but it's something that you would need to get your head around. The little tiny detail that I'll throw out there. I learned a very important lesson when I was young, and that it's not necessarily that you might be doing something by the rules, it's what the ref thinks they see. And I'll underline what the ref thinks they see. If they think you traveled, they'll call a travel. If they think you double dribbled, they'll call double dribble. If they think you carried, they'll call a carry. So sometimes when it comes to these things where you're skirting the line of, you know, a particular maneuver against an offense, whether it's a carry, double dribble, travel, whatever the case is, be prepared for things not to go your way. It's just inevitable. That's what's going to happen. I've even seen it where people see something on the NBA and they think that they can do that in their competitions, and it doesn't work. And that's because the NBA doesn't have the same rules that pretty much everyone else does. If you don't believe me, go ahead and look it up. I promise you it's not the same. But I do want to give a shout out to Toby Hoops for such a fantastic video. Really, really good. I don't think a lot of people know how good Ricci Rivero is. Definitely worth a go and watch and do a little bit of a deep dive, especially if you're trying to get your Euro game tight, trying to hit that Euro real tight. Go ahead and check out that man. That man's fire. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for checking in with your boy. And until next time, take care, be safe. Peace.